Hi again. Okay, so this time I thought that I wanted to talk about what do you do if you are a narcissist or if you are like an abuser in a relationship or you need help. You obviously like maybe you can see some patterns within yourself that are not healthy, but you don't know where to go, how to act, what's the first step in getting help, what's wrong with you. You don't even know maybe the why behind why do you act a certain way. And so this is the very first step that I think in getting help and in getting therapy is to understand one, why are you the way that you are? Why are you different? What is wrong? Why can't you have a relationship? Why can't you hold a relationship? Why can't it be a healthy relationship? And so the very first step of that is to realize that, or maybe you know that you didn't feel loved when growing up, or your parents were really critical of you, or you felt like your parents try to like manipulate you or use love to control you or manipulate you, but then maybe you don't realize that that's what you're doing now. You're acting out the same way you were raised to act out. So your very first thing is to understand that your idea of love is not the healthy God's idea of love. So that's the first thing, is to realize what is your love based off of, and what does it mean to you to show love. Do you do stuff nice because you expect something in return? You expect to get your needs met, you want to get fuel, you want to feel good about yourself? Is it to fill a void in your own life, so you go out and you do good things because you need that validation that you're a good person because you were raised to not feel like you were a good person? So that's the first thing, is just the self-awareness, to just really look inside and to question yourself. When you show someone love or when you do something nice for someone, are you just doing it just to do it, or are you doing it because you want to feel some sort of validation within yourself? And then the next thing is to really challenge your idea of love and challenge this you only love to get something in return, to really just challenge all of that, and to not even look at what my idea of love is or anyone else's idea of love is, but to look at where would we go for a true, genuine idea of love. And for me, that's the Bible, and that is God. And so the first thing I would have you do is to understand that you have not been shown love the correct way. And so I would start seeking God. I would start opening the Bible. I would Google, how does God love? What is God's love? And just start really immersing and really understanding God's unconditional love for you. Because that's going to be the first step, is to fill your mind, your body, your brain with a new father, a new parental role in your life, a new role model, and that will be God. And if you can find some good mentors, some people that really understand God's love to really teach you God's love, then that would be great too. If they can speak into your life, I would do that as well. So, all right, so then like this, let me introduce a little bit more about myself and give you a status update about where I am at. And if you want to continue to learn about the different traits of a narcissist or abusive relationship, or why you are the way you are, and if you would really like to challenge that, and if you really truly want to change the way you think and you want a healthy relationship, subscribe to my channel. I'm going to be making more. This is my very first, so I call this part 1, series 1 of Christian counseling, therapy, narcissistic therapy, abuse therapy, and this will work for everyone. This will work for the person being abused as well as the abuser, but I'm going to focus on these sessions particularly, is the why behind why does an abusive person or a narcissistic personality, why do they act like that, and then challenge it with something, to challenge them to replace that train of thought with something else. So let me give you a little history where I'm at right now. My husband has moved out. We are still married though, but he's moved out, and I'm here with my kids. My boundaries are really tight right now. I have him blocked because I don't like the way he talks to me. And I was showing him, though, I was trying to show him unconditional love by kind of just giving him cards, writing, hey, thinking about you, care about you, I love you, giving him gifts. And he returned this gift because he was mad because he said it's not good enough for him. It's not what he wants. And so to stop doing these things for him if I'm not going to give him what he wants. And maybe, and you know, and all I'm waiting for from him, and I bet you guys can totally relate to this, is I'm just waiting for him to show me unconditional love, and he won't. And I think if you think anything like him, you probably know the reason he doesn't want to show me love is because he thinks that he is going to be giving up some sort of power and control if he shows me love. But love is not power. Love is not control. Love is not a game to be played. And so I really want to challenge you. If you look at love in any of those ways, to really challenge yourself, challenge your thinking. Love is unconditional. He should, if he was healthy, he would have no problem sending me a card saying, hey, I love you, no strings attached. Nothing on it, just, hey, I care about you, I love you, and I'm here for you, without expecting anything in return. So that is my first assignment for you guys, is I want you to Google God's love for me and just read Bible verses on what is love, and then my next thing is that I want you to rein yourself in. I want some 100% responsibility over your whole self, your mouth, your body, everything. And I want you to be like, okay, I'm going to get my needs met by God. I'm saying I surrender my whole entire life to God. I'm getting my needs met by God. I'm going to learn how to love by God, not what I think, not how I grew up thinking what love was. I'm going to really trust God 100%, even though this is super scary to me, and I feel like I'm losing myself, and I may feel like I'm losing power, I'm losing control, and this is going to be really, really scary, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to trust Heather, and I'm going to do this. So I want you to really just, you know, for me, I spend 15 minutes a day reading the Bible. I would recommend something like that to just really understand, because you didn't grow up around this, you know? And so you need a different foundation, a different background, a different mentor, a different father figure. And God is the best one to have. Now my second one is, like I said, rein everything in, rein in your boundaries, just kind of really take back your life, take 100% control of yourself, and then start showing people love, but without expecting anything in return. And the love that you are comfortable in showing, whatever that may be, start showing people love, but don't expect anything in return. Don't have any ulterior motives. Don't let it be about power, control, manipulation, trying to get something from someone. Drop it all. Remember, we're going to trust God with all of that, and then I really want to challenge you to start showing people love. Okay, I think that's enough for your first session of how to challenge your thinking if you think differently, or if your thoughts about love are not what you think they should be, or if you have problems in your relationship. And I'm just going to leave you, I printed out like some things about what love is. And it's just so you know, like, God's love is unconditional. There's nothing you can do to stop God from loving you. So that's what you need to be. That's okay. That's the kind of love I'm going to show others is, unconditional love. But what you have to understand is there's love and then there's boundaries. That's also something I think you might not have had, is people did not respect your boundaries as a kid. And so you need to understand how to put in boundaries. And that when you put in boundaries, that does not mean that you don't love someone or they don't love you. So we're going to work on boundaries and respecting other people's boundaries, as well as the idea of love and changing the way we think about love, and just really trusting and surrendering to God. So let's try to keep things simple. That's my motto, and let's live our best lives yet. Until next time, bye.